Coach, on the eastern edge of the D.C. metro area in Landover, Maryland. That's where we are situated at FedEx Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Washington Redskins. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Watson completes it to Aguilar. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And it's complete. Hooper. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
This is it. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you,
under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Samson Abukum able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Austin Hooper, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. First carry for James Conner. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Here comes
And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
And it's 3rd down.
Get up! 180! He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Now Trubisky to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Shit. Alert.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Alert.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Move. It's a party now. Alert. 55. Hey, eat. All day. Hey. High 7.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He'll get this to Eckler. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So first possession, 4th and short. Field goal's no gimme from here. What do you think about going for it?
I'm not just thinking about it. I'm signaling go for it. Let's get this,
okay.
All right? Yeah, look, you're right. The field goal's there, but it's not a chip shot. My big thing is opening drive. You're trying to establish momentum. Let's not stall it ourselves. Let's go get this 1st down and then continue on downfield and try and get a touchdown.
Like your confidence.
Yeah, why not? Let's go.
Now it's Trubisky. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They go play action with Trubisky. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. Allen Robinson, his first touchdown of the new season as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw is Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Aguilar has it. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
You go tight. Put the boy down. He's coming. You got tight right there.
Now it's Watson. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line.
That's another Washington Redskins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. These two teams all tied after 1. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Alert! 58, come on! 58!
Back to throw, Watson. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Makes the score Redskins 14, Packers 7.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. Steps away to his left. This will be caught by Brown. 23 yards the pickup there.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Mike. 55, Mike. You ain't going nowhere. He's checking. Crash. Watch 55. Watch one.
Pilot, 64, weak.
On first down, Connor. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
18.
Now Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
55.
After the sack on first down, Trubisky. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Get that quarterback, D-Line. Get that quarterback.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
This is fielded inside the 5. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Mike, 58, right there. Check.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Check.
59.
Mike 57. Bring it. 57.
On third down, Watson. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage if you do that.
Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Redskins scoop it. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Landry that time, and that'll bring up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 21-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and now it's third down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He gets it to Brown. Good play. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
First down, Green Bay.
Put up. 180.
Come on.
Lock in.
55 more.
Five.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, box drop.
Trubisky to throw again. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Ricky. Hey, one word. 53, check. Hey, echo. What's your back?
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Mike, hey, exit. 53, Mike. Box screen.
Again, it's Trubisky. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
53 for Mike. 53 for Mike.
Trubisky will throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant to the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to look deep now for Lane. And got his man complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So we've reached halftime here in D.C. in our nation's capital with a home team, the Redskins, on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, that's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
Kill. Turn up. 55, my God, 55. Watch it.
Now Trubisky on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Hey, Charlie.
29 is the Mike 29. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Second and 10. It's Trubisky again, being chased out left. And his throw is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And Robinson with a big catch. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number one receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 46. Mostert. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The corner, Stephon Gilmore, on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second and 9, Trubisky. He'll get this to Eckler. It's a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, Delta.
53.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is incomplete, but a flag back at the line of scrimmage. And this could be a first down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And they've got another first and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep and you catch him close to the spot.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Crunch time, defense. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Here we go, G. All day, defense, all day.
On first down, Trubisky. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Everson Griffin able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Philip Dorsett, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Watson. Flush to his right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. Watson now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Check 43.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here we go. Double time. 3 down. 3 down. Down, go.
Here's Watson from the gun on third down. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 36.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, he came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And I think the ball's out, and the Packers pick it up. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky escaping the pressure right. Gonna let one fly for Rob, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead, but coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they get a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. This is McCaffrey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At their
48. 50 seconds to Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. And that's incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
Watch the eye. Check 37. Check 37.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Zach Brown able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Check 53 is mine.
6-man. Check curls. Check curls.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Mike 55. Check 55. Mike.
Now it's Trubisky. It's caught by Jackson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
18.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. This is caught by Robinson. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Packers. Allen Robinson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Hopkins with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Dances by him. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
From the 22, Watson. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he slides to avoid the hit. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically. But it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway. And now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now Watson. Completes it to Aguilar. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away.
Hey, check 24. 54.
Check. Crunch. 31. Jumper. 57 to mine. Let's go.
Throwing now. Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now it's Watson. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. That incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I'm going to run you over. Alert, 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 alert.
Here's Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jerry Hughes in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Now it's Trubisky. He'll hit Jackson, complete. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Throwing here, Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 14-yard line.
Set. 19. Let's go, D.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Redskins, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Packers, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3.